In this video, we're going to look at the algorithm. LinkedIn has an algorithm, as does every other social media platform. It's very coy in terms of publishing exactly how things work. So this is based on what we understand to be true from LinkedIn's own engineering blog and research that third-party individuals have done. But in short, every action creates a reaction on LinkedIn. So every time you like, comment, post, follow someone, that will trigger the algorithm to do something. LinkedIn is constantly, like every other social media platform, it wants to serve you content you're going to find interesting. So everything that you see in your feed here is based on what you are or are not doing in terms of engaging with people on LinkedIn. So if you're very passive and you're not giving any signals as to what you're interested in, then you are going to see random posts or posts which you think are random. So you need to be deliberate and intentional with your engagement. We hark back to the introduction video of what are we looking to achieve by being on here. Remain front of mind, get front of mind, network around a conversation, or position yourself as a subject matter expert. If you're very passive and you don't like or comment, then you're going to have random content within your feed. Your feed always starts with top. You can move it to recent, which then is chronological in terms of what's happening. Every post has these three dots where you can not interested, you can unfollow people. The reason that's telling Andrew is because Andrew in my network has liked this versus it being Sarah. If you see promoted content here, same principles. You can hit these three dots and report the ad or understand why you are seeing it. The key thing is that to bear in mind that you need to be active. And if you are liking or commenting on people's posts, like we see here, for example, Graham, he is appearing in my news feed, but he's also pulled in Steve's content into my feed. So by Graham's action, he's kind of introduced me to Steve, if that logic follows. However, if you are super engaged on LinkedIn, then this in of itself can sometimes become a bit of a echo chamber. So we need to go and find other conversations. So if I come to the search bar here, and I could type in ESG, for example, because I focus on ESG, and I go to posts, then we can see the varying posts that are happening around the ESG world. And here's something from Bloomberg Professionals. They've created a post around ESG. So what I can do here then is if I like this post, then I'm bringing that content into my feed as well, and other people in my feed will see that. If I were to comment on this post around, I'm not going to because I'm not an expert within ESG, but if I were to comment on this post, then what happens is every single person that's engaged on this post gets a notification that you have done that thing. So this is then how you can start to hyper network around people's posts and their networks to help you understand, or rather help you understand them and them understand you through that introduction. So this is then how you can start to introduce yourself to people. So the key thing is if I were to now like Steve's post, so I'm just going to like it and do insightful. So until this time, Steve had no idea it existed as a human being on the planet, but I've now introduced myself to Steve. What I've also done is trigger the algorithm by showing it I'm interested in Steve. So if I had to post something tomorrow or the next day, it is more likely that my post will appear in Steve's newsfeed. And that goes with anybody you engage with, that you are connected to or not connected to. The more you engage with their content, the more likely you are going to see them. And then if you are posting, it is more likely they will see you. What you also see here is this follow button up here. So you can follow people on LinkedIn as well. So if I click on Steve's profile to show you how else that might look, you see here, he's got the follow button here. If you can't see the follow button here and it's connect, click on the more button, and then where you see connect, the follow button will be here. So I encourage you to use this as a way to follow leadership team of your clients, so CEOs, CFOs, people that may not necessarily be the people that mandates what you're doing, but you can then follow them. And then if we click follow here, or as I said down here, if I click follow, what happens is an alarm bell appears here, and you can choose, yes, I want to see all of their posts. So now if I click all, and then Steve's post something, it'll appear in my newsfeed. This is a great way to follow influential voices within your networks, or people that you want to keep tabs from an industry perspective. So imagine you're a lawyer, it could be a lead advisory person from a consulting firm around a particular subject, and then you can use the content that they are posting and sharing as a way to send to your clients. I saw this and thought of you, or maybe engage in conversation with those people. The key thing of the algorithm is you've got to give it signals. So you've got to be intentional with your likes and comments. And remember that if you like or engage with the post here with any of these, then just the author gets a notification. If you were to comment on the post, then every single person that's engaged with that post, in this case here, gets a notification that you have done that thing, which enables you to hyper network around this audience. So you can get the algorithm to work against you, but you can also, of course, get the algorithm to work for you and with you.